Let's go. Welcome back. Wednesday night. Hope you're having a lovely Wednesday night. I've got a chessboard. I'm going to play 5 Minute Blitz. And we may see the 4 knights here. Yes, we will. Do have some 8-bit music prepared. It's lovely Wednesday night. And of course, Happy New Year. Hope you had a fun time last night if you went out or if you just stayed home like I did. And I wish you all the best in 2005. 2025? Sheesh. Yeah, 2025 sounds like such a futuristic date. I remember in 2015, I thought that sounded futuristic. And I even painted a huge painting titled 2015, which is like a sci-fi type painting. And that was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Just noticed my opponent is new here, or perhaps inactive. No, more inactive than new. Okay, dropping knight back. This will be met with knight takes. Knight takes, queen takes. Oops, yeah. This removes the knight, so always a nice defensive knight. Okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna try to chip away at this queenside pawn structure. Yeah, I just stayed in last night, and earlier in the evening, of course, watched the conclusion of the World Rapid and Blitz Championships, the Blitz portion. If you haven't seen my last video, the minute-long video of my thoughts on how it ended, check it out. But to recap, after a hard-fought Blitz round the day before, yesterday it was knockouts. Players were playing 4 game matches against each other, and in the final, it ended up being Magnus Carlsen and Jan Nepomniachtchi. And Carlsen won the first 2 games, and it looked like it was over. Completely over. Miraculously, Jan won the next 2 games, back-to-back, which rarely ever happens against Magnus Carlsen. I attack. Forcing a tiebreak. The tiebreaks were just sudden death. First person to win a game wins. No Armageddon, none of that. Just first person to win. And the same thing happened on the ladies' side. Zhu and Zhu, after playing 6 games, sudden overtime, finally beat Lei Tingzhe. Yu and Zhu becoming the world chess champion on the women's side. But Magnus had enough after 3 draws and decided he wanted to change the rules again. And of course, Fide agreed. And of course, Nepo agreed. Nepo was, you know, who wouldn't want a world championship title? And some people argue that it's a show of sportsmanship and say it's happened before in other sports. But, I mean, you watch tournaments and you pay attention because you want to see who's the better player. You want to see a competition. You don't want to see just draws, because that's the problem with chess is when grandmasters play these known forced draws, it shows lack of fight. And I feel last night showed a lack of fight. Going after the rook. Rookie cookie. And I really think that because Magnus was ahead, he already thought he'd win, and then suddenly Nepo comes back, tied it, and then 3 draws in overtime. I think Magnus was actually afraid of losing the title. So instead of losing the title, he secured himself the title, suggesting the rule change of sharing the title. Check him if you got him. King comes here. I can pick up a pawn. But is there something better? Like, is this a move? No, I'm just going to grab this pawn, because now suddenly I have this passed pawn. Can you imagine if the queens come off the board? This pawn will be very scary. Okay, coordinating with the queen. You know me, I'm not really a Magnus fan or a Nepo fan. Fabi's my guy, so I was kind of indifferent either way, but I was cheering for Nepo yesterday because he made the comeback, and it seemed he was out. And, you know, I think the chess fans deserve to see who would have come out on top. Let's go. Put us down on time. How do you defend I think the easiest way is just bring the rook over. Yeah, just bring the rook over, get the rook in the game. Let's go. So now I'm going to try to improve. But where's the knight going from here? I don't see it. So instead of that, I'm going to go after the queen. Queen of my dreams. Healthy time advantage. I shouldn't rush this attack. Definitely should. I feel the computer would say this is winning at this point. But sometimes even one positions are difficult. Okay, I don't want to take here because that improves the queen, centralizing the queen. So instead of all that, can I play this? No, I can't play that. That'd be terrible. Instead of all that, I'm going to bring another defender to the square, but pre-moving here. Rook takes, much better. I feel for black because now I'm still hitting the queen. Still asking questions. Where's the queen going? Queen will likely come here. Queen goes back. I think it's time to move this queen and start pushing this pawn. Maybe get the rook back behind it. Oh, no, the rook can't come there. But yeah, getting the queen. Queen's not doing anything over here. Queen wants to, you know, eyeing the square. It's defended by the knight for the meantime, but things can change. There's a check here that could potentially pick up the bishop. Opponent is approaching that less than 1 minute mark. That's a thing. Just pushing and defending. Maybe the bishop will land here too. That lend support. But yeah, for the moment, this bishop is a really nice bishop on this diagonal. I believe it makes sense just to try to exchange this bishop. Yeah, exchanging the bishop, pre-moving here. King comes in. That's surprising. But the king is trying to pick up. But now I can bring the rook over because there's no longer a bishop on this diagonal. What? Okay. Actually, no, this shows fight. But I do have this check. I'm eyeing this nice fork. This is what you want. You want fighting chess. You don't want suddenly for us just to agree on a draw. You yak him if you got him. Coordinating here. It is defended though. Okay, now the knight's going to do this little dance, come over here. I'm still coming over here. Protected by the pawn. Check. It's a check here. Going after the queen. Let's go. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. And Happy New Year.